What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
Straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can see him too.
snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
Chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we getting bottles in up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new, the old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking, snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block, straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time.
and if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was was a kid, wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Why, son of a gun, paid for all I done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Full drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. After 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up
On the
second
check.
and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Here we go. Drag it. Cut up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Pass her a little. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
In motion goes McLeod. Here's Purdy.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
19, Bronco 80, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. 19, Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
Now back to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Let's go now. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Get up. Get up.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Okay, ready.
1st down.
Hawk, steady. Hawk, set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Traffic. Cougar 19, Warriors 70. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On the ready. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Travis Etienne
From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point open through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back to throw, Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. It's taken to the 26. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Games being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
12 yards on the play.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw now on first down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
14 more yards.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's good for the Seahawks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Torrey Horton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Second and 12 at
the 21-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. That's to his running back, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and they have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Purdy. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Walker. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's complete TT in out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw here. Now he'll take this and run. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 10.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Purdy off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion goes McLeod. Throwing here, Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this one is right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Down the left sideline. Travis Etienne. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Etienne. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Purdy now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Come on. Mustang, 19 Lions. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 36 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Out of the gun, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better touchdown.
A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jalen Noel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here to the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 17-yard line.
Ready.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to run.
And he's across the jump into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Purdy. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 14.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Purdy will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Seahawks 56, 49ers 25.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Pass to the left, 79 Bronx, Cup 19, Cup 19, go!
2nd and 3. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Buffalo 18, 19 Lions, Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Watch out! Yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. DeForest Buckner now with his second sack here on opening night. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18, come on, set. Mustang, 18. Mustang, 19. 18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Well, this was